rice with some onion gravy and then fried pork chops on the Blackstone. Man, this meal right here is super easy and super quick. Welcome back, and I hope you're hungry, because tonight, today, this evening, whenever you're watching, we're making some fried pork chops with rice and gravy. This actually happens to be one of the kids, and well, actually mine too, one of our favorite meals here. We love fried pork chops, and then you add in that rice and gravy to it, man, you just want a classic Southern meal. Well, classic meal, I don't care where you're from. You can't beat this. And it don't take a whole lot of ingredients to put something this good and this simple together. And this truly is one of our favorites. Now, yes, I'm using packaged gravy. Yes, I'm using packaged rice. Make homemade if you want to. But for out here on the Blackstone, this is just a simpler way of doing it. It really is. A lot less ingredients, just a lot quicker, a lot less mess. And that's the whole key to cooking on the Blackstone, is less mess. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up, because my family's waiting on supper. Although I'm only cooking 2 right now, I got to cook a bunch later. But we need to go ahead and get all this stuff prepped up while that Blackstone's heating up. First thing we need to do is go ahead and get everything ready to bread these pork chops. So I have some eggs here for some egg wash. Get cracking those in this bowl. Grab you a fork and just give it a good whisk. Looks pretty good. So now we need to season this flour, because you can't have plain flour, but we're going to use all-purpose seasoning. If you have a certain kind of seasoning you like, by all means use it. This all-purpose right here really, really works well. And yes, this looks like I'm using a good bit. Well, because I am. Grab another fork and just incorporate all that in that flour here. And y'all, these things are pretty much ready to cook. So what I'm gonna do, cover them in this flour real quick, and the egg wash, and one more time back in this flour. Just like that there. That's simple. Do the other one the exact same way. Flour, good coating of egg wash, and back in the flour. There you go. Pork chops ready. And now if you're wondering why I got so much egg wash, so much flour, because I will be cooking some more after this video. I'm just doing this to kind of show you how it's done. Now, not only are we having gravy, we're going to have some onion gravy. I'm going to cut some onion up into this. I got to find my knife. Found it. So, I don't need a lot of onion for this. I think half of this yellow right here will work just fine for what we're going to do tonight. And just come here and just slice it like this right here. There you go. Onion and sliced. That's about all the onion I'm gonna need right there for this onion gravy. Gravy with onion in it. What do you call it? I call it onion gravy. But speaking of the gravy, I have a half a cup of cool water, and we're going to be using this Pioneer Country Peppered gravy right here. And the directions say go ahead and mix it in a half a cup of water. So that's what we're going to do. We're supposed to mix it until it's just not clumpy anymore. A good, smooth, rich batter. Well, that didn't take long, did it? There you go. Let's go check on that griddle. Well, there's that white smoke. You know what that means. It's time to get some groceries on this griddle. Let's throw down a good bit of oil first. We'll put it over here. Then grab your pork chops. And let's get them to cooking. And now this really is not going to take long. So we're going to go ahead. This is a cast iron pan. Use whatever pan you like, but this is a deep dish pizza cast iron pan by Blackstone actually. We're going to set it straight on the griddle over here. I got 1.5 cups of water that we are going to heat up over here to finish making that gravy. So we'll let that water heat up, and then we're going to dump that gravy mix, that batter we just mixed up into it. Saute these onions, mix it all together, make a delicious gravy. But speaking of them onions, let's saute them up a little bit. Use some bacon grease with it. We're going to put it down just right over here somewhere. Get that bacon grease. Of course, some getting on that pork chops too. That's not going to hurt at all, y'all. Get our onions. And let's get them back here. Kind of just let them cook down a little bit. Won't be long, that water's going to be hot, and we're going to start cooking this gravy. This is a meal that will really come together quick. Y'all, this thing's smelling so good already. Got these pork chops frying up right here, and man, just check out these onions over here. You know these are gonna be good. But, while we're right here, let's go ahead and give our chops a good flip. Man, now that's gonna be some good gravy. Good gravy. I'm gonna turn that side down to low on over there, kind of simmer that side down a little bit. And we're gonna add a little salt to that gravy. And a little pepper. Let's mix that in now. And just like that, that gravy's done. Let me get some gloves and we'll take it up. You don't have a pair of hot mitts? These are actually made by Blackstone also. In case you didn't know, Blackstone does make a pair of hot mitts. These are perfect if you put them on the right way. You can come in here and grab up these hot plates like it ain't nothing. So now, while these pork chops finish up, let's heat up some rice. This is just the plain long grain white rice. Use whatever kind of rice you like. But all we're gonna do here is we're not looking to fry the rice, we're just looking to heat it up. Just get it good and hot while these pork chops finish up. Y'all, it's coming together fast. I told you it would. And just like that, this rice is good and hot. These pork chops are good and done. And I'm good and hungry. Let's take this up and build us a plate and let's get eating. Got me a plate. Let's take up these chops. Get us a pile of rice over here. Let's take it over here and put some gravy on it now. Y'all, that's a good looking meal right there, ain't it? But we fixed to make it better. With some onion gravy right here. That's right, I'm gonna put some over this rice. And I don't know about y'all, but I love a lot of gravy. And gotta have some on them pork chops. And there you go. That simple, that quick. But right now, you know what I gotta do. I gotta show you this up close, take a couple thumbnails, check this out, then well, I gotta try it. I know it ain't the most colorful dish I've ever made, but I'm telling you right now, it's probably gonna be one of the most flavorful. Look at them seared pork chops. All that rice with that onion gravy on top, that pepper gravy with the onion in it. Man, this is gonna be so, so good. So what'd you think about that? Now I'm gonna go ahead and say it, because I know it's gonna end up in the comments, and me personally, I'm with you. Mushrooms in that gravy, 100%. Wife's over there shaking her head, no, ain't gonna happen. And that's the reason I didn't put them in there. You know, happy wife, happy life. So I went with onion, because onion gravy is not bad either. Not saying it isn't, but mushrooms, another level, really is. Anyhow, speaking of another level, think I'm just gonna cut a piece of this pork chop off right here, y'all. And you know the proper way to eat this is, you gotta get a little rice and gravy on that pork chop with it. And that's just the way you eat. Here in the South anyhow. Perfect. Man. Them flavors are amazing. This is perfect, y'all. Pork chop is done perfectly. That gravy has an amazing flavor to it, but you add them sauteed onions that cooked in that bacon fat in with that gravy, really, really takes it to another level. Now rice, I mean, hey, it's perfect. Simple, just open the pat, dump it on there. This meal comes together really quick. There's so many variations you can do with this, especially with that gravy. Like I said, mushrooms, onions, maybe you have some jalapenos in there. Hey, the choice is unlimited. But anyhow, I gotta go cook some more because I know the family's gonna want some more. And I hope you enjoyed this video here. If you did, share it out, tell your friends, let everybody know what we're doing over here, cooking some amazing meals on the Blackstone. Hope you enjoyed these 2 videos, and I'll see you next time. Quick update, my wife's over here eating. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You heard that.